Hey, 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 happy Saturday. Yes, it is Saturday. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Let's see who's going to come on. I just want to make sure that this is working okay. Let me make sure this guy can hear me. If I can hear myself, that means that you can hear me. This guy can hear me. Yes, let's we go. Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. So I wanted to come on today before I move on with my day and talk about building $1 million brand for private practice owners. And if you are a therapist, a private practice owner, you looking to open your private practice, you looking to scale your private practice, you are looking to grow and get to the next level, this is for you. Um, so make sure that you say who you are, say hello, hello. If you want to say hello, also share this video with other private practice owners, right? So they can also take advantage of this information. So let's talk a little bit about building $1 million private practice brand. I also want to remind you that I have few engagements coming up in March this year, next month. So if you want to participate, take advantage of the information that we are sharing on social media so you can become part of it. Next week on the 21st, I'm going to be on podcast, live podcast as well. That information, it is on my Facebook, Soribel Martinez. You know where to find me. Um, so that way you can participate and you can get some nuggets, get some information so you can build your $1 million brand. Today is Saturday and it's an amazing day. I am so grateful to be awakened and gotten up this morning with energy, with gratitude, with love, with intention to have an amazing weekend. And I hope that you're doing the same. If you are on, say hello. Let me know who is on and share this video. If you're watching the replay, share as well and just hashtag replay. As you already know, my name is Soribel Martinez. I am a licensed clinical social worker in the state of Connecticut. I am the CEO of SM Psychotherapy and Counseling Services. We are a group practice in Connecticut, New York, who offer psychiatric and mental health services for women and their families. We offer in-home therapy, in-person therapy in the office. We offer telehealth, and we have a numerous of services for children, adolescents, adults, couples, and families. And if you want to learn more about my private practice, you can go to psychotherapy and counseling services.com so you can learn more about the services that we offer. We are very happy that God had put this vision, has given me this vision, and I am so excited to just make it a reality, right? Because what there is a vision without a visionary, right? The vision can come into fruition if there's no visionary, if there's no one that's willing to do the work, to put in the work and keep on moving forward to make it happen. And so I am also a business coach and consultant. I help other private practice owners either transition from solo to group, or if you are in group and you want to scale, if you are a solo provider and you also want to scale what you're doing so you can have different streams of income, and you want to do great things for the community while you are in private practice. Well, I am the person for you. I have a master's in business administration and tons of trainings, a specialized training to help others, like I help myself, get your private practice to scale to $1 million and beyond. So, what is the topic today? The topic today is we want to talk about building $1 million private practice brand, a brand, right? $1 million brand. And one of the things that I hear quite often from private practice owner is that they don't believe that they need a brand. They don't believe that they need to grow to a certain extent. So here is the thing: whether if you have a small kingdom, or a large kingdom, or medium kingdom, or you want a big legacy, small legacy, in between legacy, it doesn't matter. Some of the things apply the same way. And one of the lies that we have been told is that overnight success is possible. And the truth is that overnight success does not exist, right? We have to put in the work in order to create the life and the business that we desire. There is work to be done. There has to be a commitment to continue to grow and scale. And the first thing that we have to do, right, we need to have that foundation, the foundation in order for us to grow. And I always talk about having a house, right? When you build a house, if you build a house with good foundation, with good structure, what's going to happen when you want to continue to add more to that house? What's going to happen if you want more floors up there, right? Or if you want to expand, right? You have to make sure that the foundation is strong enough to hold the vision of what you want to create. And there's no house that's built overnight. There's no kingdom that's built overnight. There's no kingdom that is built overnight. There's no legacy that's built overnight, right? We have to put in the work, and we have to make sure that we are putting the time, the energy, the efforts. We have to invest, and we have to do the work in order to create exactly what we desire to create. And it's a lie that overnight success is possible. There's no such a thing, right? What looks to be an overnight success, it is the work of someone who is working constantly behind the scenes to make something possible for themselves. That's number one. The second lie that I often I know that I hear private practice owners getting really stuck around is thinking that all marketing is effective, right? That all marketing is effective. And also that it is all only about marketing, right? But the truth is that, and I'm going to share some of the steps that you need to take to build a $1 million private practice brand, right? So not every marketing effort that we make is effective. And when we decide to market our private practice, we have to make sure that we are building a brand, right? A message. A brand is about messaging. It's about sharing with others what are the great things that you can do to change someone's life. It's not about what colors you choose, although it's important to have a brand that is cohesive. It's not about just your messaging, right? It's not just about beautiful graphic. It's not just about selling people stuff, but it's about a group of things that you have to do to bring a message that is powerful forward, so people can relate to that message. They can understand that you can solve a problem for them, and they think about you when they're looking for a solution, right? Whether if it's a mom, a grandma, a daughter, a niece, I know that women need services. And my messaging is that we want to help women and their families feel better, do better, overcome mental health issues so they can build meaningful relationships. Because it's really hard, right, to build a meaningful relationship with someone that's not healthy, that's struggling with mental and emotional health, right? So that idea that it's all about marketing, or that all marketing is effective, is a lie. We have to come into a place where we select a marketing a strategy that will work for you, and marketing tactics that will also work for you. And just because it works for one person doesn't mean that it's going to work for everyone, right? So we have to really understand what is it that our ideal clients are looking for in order for us to provide that for them. And the best thing you can do is being able to solve a problem for your ideal client, solve a situation for them. So when they are struggling, when their family needs the therapy, when their family needs psychiatric services, when their family needs X or Y service, they come to us, they come to you, they come to me, because we know that we can make a difference in their lives, right? The next thing is that you have to sacrifice your work life balance. I don't believe in balance. I believe in alignment, right? So this idea that you must sacrifice your family, that you must sacrifice your self-care, that you must sacrifice everything in order to become successful is also a lie. So how do we fix that? Truly, in order for us to be able to do the right thing for our private practice, right? The answer is building $1 million private practice brand, right? That is cohesive. And that way you don't have to feel that you have to sacrifice everything in order to be successful. Because what it is about life, that you'll get all the success right in your business, and then you don't have healthy relationships, you're not happy, you don't feel fulfilled, you don't have love, you don't have all the things that you desire to have. So a lie is a lie, and we've been told that in order for us to be successful, in order for us to have $1 million private practice, we have to sacrifice it all. And I keep hearing people thinking that way, and I hear people saying things in this way, like, oh, in order for you to be successful, then you have to really work 24/7. And that is not true. And one of the things that really we can do to avoid burning out, right? Because I hear all the time about private practice owners who are backing out from the private practice, that they grew to a certain extent and now they're overwhelmed and they don't want to do the work. The reason is because we believe that in order for us to do great, to be successful, to make money, to make a great impact in the community, that we have to sacrifice that life work alignment, right? What most people call balance. But we can't balance things because it's not about 50% here, 50% there, 25% here, 25% here. It's about aligning, right? Your purpose, your vision, and your mission, right? That things have to align beautifully, not perfectly, but beautifully, right? Because there's time when we need to show up and do the work, and there's time also when we desire to do things with our family, with the people that we love, that we take care of ourselves deeply. Whether if you are going to therapy or you have a coach, by the way, I have a coaching session at 2 o'clock with my own coach, right? It's about also allowing ourselves to come into an alignment where you can give of yourself, right, from a place of compassion for you, right? That you are growing your private practice with the tools and the strategies and the systems and support that you need, so you don't have to always sacrifice that balance, quote unquote, that you're looking for in your life and work. So here are three things that I think we need to do in order to build a private practice, right? We already talked about some of the lies, and now let's talk about some of the things that can help you really build $1 million private practice brand, so you can create a massive impact in the community. You can bring in the revenues and also have some profits. One is define your brand identity, right? And here's the issue, right? Most therapists want to serve everyone. And although that is a very beautiful desire, excuse me, that you and I might have, we know that we can help everybody. We can set a private practice that has a special therapist that specializes in particular mental health issues and or groups, so we can serve more people, right? But at the end of the day, we need to clearly define our brand identity. We need to know what do we value the most? What is our mission, right? What is our unique messaging, right? What is the unique messaging that you're sharing with the world, right? Who do you really want to work with? Who do you want to help? I want to help women really get reconnected with the purpose. And someone told me, well, Soribel, that's a really big to do. And it's true, right? But it starts with them, right? It starts with them really clearing up their emotional health, their mental health, being able to reconnect with who they are, right? So if we are clear in what our vision is and our mission and what are we here to do to help other people, right? We can actually create $1 million brand by really being clear of what is our brand identity, right? What do you value? What do you value? What is the mission for your practice? What is the purpose for your practice, right? Who do you want to help? Who they are? And you have to be really specific, because we got lost in trying to copy what everybody else is doing. And we don't do that because we want to be copycats a lot of time. It is because we're not a copycat, but we don't know how to develop and define our brand identity. So what I want to do is I want to invite you to understand who is your target audience, who are the people that you want to serve in your private practice, and how are you going to serve them? What are some of the specialties that you want to specialize? What is the group of people that you want to help in the community, right? And then we need to develop we need to develop a compelling brand story that resonates with people, that communicates professionally through our logos, through our brand colors, through our font, and also crafting a concise messaging that speaks to the heart of the people. That messaging has to be well developed so it speaks to the heart of others. And one of the things is, like, I know that for a fact, we are taught in therapy that we shouldn't never talk about us. But the truth is that people connect with people that have a story. And we're not talking about, and I'm not talking about, do not um, get it confused. I'm not saying go tell people your deepest secret, but you need to build a story, right? Around what are you doing? For example, why did you choose to be a therapist? Why do you like working with children? What is the story behind you wanting to have a private practice that helps and supports the community, right? We all have a story that we can share with everyone, that's healthy, that's beautiful, and that is cohesive. So people understand the why behind what we're doing. And a lot of times we don't do well is because people don't know the why of what we do. And people need to know who is the story behind the brand. Think about Louis Vuitton, right? And people, all they see is like it's a very expensive brand. But have you ever taken the opportunity to read about his story, to read about his vision, his mission, right? He has a message. He has a story behind his brand. And this is why his brand has been around for so many decades, right? Because there is a story behind it, right? So I am a person that when I want to buy something, I want to know the story behind it. I love these candles. Let me show you. So I love these candles, and these candles are created by a man in New York, and his candles are beautiful and they smell wonderful. And I love his brand because there is a story behind his brand. And when you listen to his story, his mission, what he values, how he put this brand together, it makes you want to support the brand, right? Because there's something behind it that speak louder than just let me make some money, let me have a wonderful life. It's beyond that. And this is exactly what we need to do with our private practices as well. We are not any different. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I always come back and I read them. And also, if you want to learn more about, building your private practice, scaling your private practice, and getting it up to the next level, I am having a free training on March 9th called the $1 Million Private Practice 3 hours intensive. And in that, I'm going to teach you more on how you can really get your private practice to the next level with tangible tools and strategies that you can use immediately to begin building the foundation so you can scale faster. And you can go to $1 Million Private Practice Intensive.com, and there you are going to be able to learn a lot of great tools and strategies that I have used in my own private practice to have it to the point that it is. So register is complimentary. I'm not charging anything, and I will give you as much as I can in that 3 hours. That is my promise to you. The second thing that we need to do in order to have a $1 million brand is that we need to have a strong online presence. And you know how many times I hear private practice owners how scared they are to have a presence online. They feel that they are too visual. People are seeing them, people are learning about them, and that scares them. And those are feelings that are real, right? We want to honor those feelings, but we also need to understand that at some point we have to bounce back from the dirty share of fear, because fear will paralyze you. Fear will take away from your vision and your mission. So we want to establish a strong presence online because it helps us attract and retain clients in this digital age, right? When we are looking for services, where we go to Google. We go to the internet to look for the things that we need constantly. So if you don't have an online presence, you literally hiding your purpose, your vision, and your mission. And no one is going to find you because no one is going to come to the door. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Soribel. I'm looking for therapy. No, they're going to go find us somewhere. And the internet, being online, is a place where we have to be, where we can share our stories, where we can share our messaging, where we can share our values, where we can share our mission, where we can share who we are and why we do what we do, right? That can be through having a well-developed website, a website that's professional, that it has that reflects and shows your brand identity, that it shares the messaging, that shares who you are, why you're here to do, why is that important for you to help other people. It also through social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, right? These are places, and there's also so many other social media platforms where we can share our messaging, and we can expose ourselves to attract more organic traffic, and understanding that the audience always deserves great quality content, right? And so when we are sharing, do you have a podcast, right? Do you have a YouTube channel? How do you share about ways that people can overcome challenges in the with the mental health? What are some of the tools that you're teaching people so they can use the outside of the therapeutic share? If people are looking for therapists, do you have resources? Do you have a blog? Do you have a place where you share your knowledge to help people? Because it's not about just asking for the dollar, but it's about us providing quality content, value content that people can learn. And then when they need you, they will come find you because they know who helped them at one point. People want us to provide them with something that's different. That's something that speaks to the heart. And again, you don't have to share your deepest secrets, right? You can share about what anyone can know about your vision, your purpose, your mission. And we do that through blogging. We can create content that really positions ourselves as leaders in the community. Why are we so afraid to show people who we are? Why we want to hide? Why we want to hide our talent? Why we want to hide how intelligent we are? Why we want to hide that we are leaders in this community? That we are here with the purpose of changing lives. You cannot build a brand, $1 million brand, when you're hiding, when you're afraid to do all the things, when you're afraid to record a video, when you're afraid to come on a live stream and tell people how you can help them, so that you can write that blog. Oh, because I don't want to invest in that. Oh, because this is too hard. Oh, because I'm scared. When we're scared, we honor our feelings. We honor our feelings. We're not going to suppress the feelings. We're going to honor them. But at some point, where are you going to decide to bounce back from that dirty share of fear? And so, if you want to learn more about how I've been building my brand, on March 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be sharing how do you build $1 million practice. And you can go to $1 million privatepracticeintensive.com and register. It is complimentary to you. I'm not charging you a penny, and I'm going to give you everything that I can give you in 3 hours. 3 hours time. Okay? So again, that is $1 million privatepracticeintensive.com. It's going to be on March 9th at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So that way you can come and nurture yourself and start changing your mindset and start changing how you look at your business, and you can build $1 million private practice that you desire. Not the one that one over there is doing, or that one over there. That you can take the information and adjust it to your own vision. I don't want you to have a practice the way I have a practice. I want you to learn the things that have worked for me, so you can go and implement it. Whether if you're a solo provider or in your group practice, I want you to take the info and I want you to adjust it to what you want to create. Whether if it's smaller, like a boutique kind of private practice, or you want a larger business. The last thing is here is provide a client with an experience. And one of the things that I constantly work on with the people that work with me in my private practice is always delivering exceptional client care, right? And focus on the client. Our clients are not numbers. They're human beings who are struggling with particular area of their life. Even with the people that answer the phone, I always say we treat them with respect. Remember, they are here because they need help. Sometimes they may be difficult because they're struggling, but it is our job to remain calm, to remain professional, and to give them what they need so they can continue to come back for more, right? So they can tell other people about the services that you provide. So providing exceptional care, it is one of the things that we need to do, that we must do, that is essential, that is a requirement in order to build $1 million practice, $1 million brand, because that person is going to tell another person. I remember one time I had a client, she sent us 10 referrals all at once. 10 referrals. Why? Because her and her family have had a good experience with the practice. So when her family needs help or somebody needs help, she's going to send them to us. So I'm not saying that it's always perfect. I'm not saying that things don't come up, right? Because we are in the mental health field. But we can do the best that we can to provide the best services that we can to our clients, because they are important. They're not a number. They're humans and they need us. And if we start continue to hide, they're not going to be able to find us. And the best way to find us is creating a brand that where you can be visible to them and they can come for the services. So and a lot of ways that we can see if we are meeting these expectations is by doing surveys, talking to our clients, seeing how we can better our processes. We are constantly improving our processes, improving the way we intake people, the way we do it, right? Because we want them to have an amazing experience, from the person who's answering the phone all the way to when they get discharged. We want them to have a great experience. It's not always possible because, unfortunately, in this field, there's people that are struggling, and sometimes, it doesn't happen exactly how we want it to happen. But we always put our best efforts to make sure that these humans that need us are always being taken care of. So, if you are interested in learning more and you want more, you can register to attend my upcoming free training on March 9th at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. And it's called the $1 Million Private Practice 3 hour intensive. I am going to share with you everything that I can in those 3 hours to help you build the practice of your dreams. It's not, it doesn't have to be like my practice. It doesn't have to be like the practice of anyone else. It can be a small, beautiful, boutique, a small practice, or it can be something bigger. It's all depends on your vision. It's all depends what your calling is. It's all depends on your desire, right? What you value. It's all depends on what you think you can handle. What do you want to handle? Right. But what I know to be truth is that in order for us to build $1 million brand, we have to be the CEO of our business. We have to be the CEO of a business. What the CEOs does for the business, they work on their businesses. They're not necessarily working 24/7 in the business, but they're working on the business. And what does that mean? Is us hiring the necessary people so we have the necessary support and systems in place so we can continue to grow and expand, right? So if you have any questions, just leave them here. You can always send me a private message, and I'm always willing to answer any questions. But remember, we can create the life that we desire, and we can create the impact that we desire in the world. And for me, it's about our nonprofit organization, JC Precious Mind Foundation, helping kids in the Dominican Republic that have special needs, helping the undocumented folks. Soon we're going to have a case management program and creating programs that really serve the community and that we can serve them in the best way that we can. So I talk to you soon. Have an amazing weekend. And I talk to you soon, maybe tomorrow. Adios. Besitos, besitos.